We are here to make people feel good about themselves. We really have to feel like we are a day maker for the guest. You've made my day. How great is that when you hear those words from your guest?
Hey everybody, I'm David Dolce and welcome to our first Daymaker podcast. Today we are interviewing April. April, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good, and you?
Good, thank you for coming.
Of course.
So you're very special to us because you actually are a current student at Tricoci, correct?
Yes, sir.
What campus are you at?
I'm in Elgin,
Awesome, and you are taking what program?
the esthetician.
Beautiful. So I'm going to ask you a question. Maybe it's kind of basic, but it's definitely important.
Of course.
Why the beauty industry?
I guess throughout high school, everyone was going, "Oh, I'm gonna be a doctor. Oh, I'm gonna do this and that." And I'm over here I don't know what I want to do. And I always go to my stylist, and I always talk to her. I'm like, How did you get into this? How do you know that you wanted to do hairstyles and all the other stuff? And I also asked questions to my godmother, who was also a teacher at a beauty school.
Oh my God! Wow, that's cool.
And I asked them why the beauty industry? And they're like, because it has a special feeling. Once you get in that chair and do what you gotta do to make that person feel beautiful, it's that's what you want to do for the rest of your life.
Oh, it does. That's so true. I remember same thing kind of. I was at a salon, and what made me want to do this is I just love the atmosphere. Everybody was talking. It was fun. I like to talk, fast paced. And I remember asking my stylist the same thing, how did you get involved in this? Because four-year university did not even seem like my thing at all. No. So did you shop around for schools or anything like that?
I did. Throughout my freshman year, I was a very introverted, very quiet girl. I didn't really have a lot of confidence, so I was going through finding schools because my mom was like, "You gotta find something. I want you to do something. Yeah. I don't care what it is. Just
Those
find
parents.
something." And I'm like, okay. I'll try to find something. And then Tricoci popped up for one of the beauty schools, and I did call them at first, but then I got chicken skin, and I was like, you know what, never mind, I'm not gonna do it. But then I did do that. But then I went back to the end of my junior year, and I'm like, okay, I'm actually gonna call them. I'm actually gonna do it. I got this. I gotta. And then I asked some questions. And then after I graduated from high school, and I just waited a couple of months, it was cold weather, almost December, yeah. I started in October, so it was around December that I started getting more experience, more clients, that I was like, oh my God, I love this.
I love it. So did you give yourself a summer break before you started?
Yeah,
or did you just go right into it?
Nah, I gave myself a break because I'm like, okay.
You deserved it.
Yeah, I was like, oh.
Good.
I gotta get the confidence back in, and
So why aesthetics? So you mentioned you were at the salon, you were asking about hair and all that, but you obviously chose the skincare route. Was it the makeup? Was it the skin routines? What got you into aesthetics?
I got into skincare. So when I was you know how every little girl would be like, oh, the skincare trends and all that. So I was into that, but not as bad. I don't go to Ulta every single weekend and that bad. I wasn't that bad. I was just looking more at the products, being I wonder how this would help my oily skin, or how this would help da 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 da. And my mom noticed it, and she was like, "Oh my God, can you help me?" Because my mom growing up, she didn't really put on makeup as often. She didn't really look after herself very well. So I was like, "Yeah, Ma, I can help you. Of course, I'll help you." So I would help with her makeup. I would help with her skin. I would help with any other little thing that she needed help with, because she would sometimes struggle with eyeliner. And I'd be like, "Oh, Mom, use this. It'll help. I learned this trick and it helped me. Maybe it'll help you." I'm like, "Oh my God, thank you."
Moms are our first clients, right?
No, she was my first client, my first supporter, first everything.
That's good. Oh, I love that. That's huge. Family support is huge.
Yes.
Huge. I wanted to ask you, are you working while you're in this program as well?
No, because both of my parents saw how passionate I am about this, so just focus on studying. We got you.
That's
just focus on studying.
It's a grueling schedule, right?
Yeah. What they get in return is beautiful skin.
I love it. You're there Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. You have supportive parents. You got the best case scenario working for you.
I do. I'm very blessed for that.
So why'd you pick, if you looked at other schools, why'd you pick Tricoci?
I don't know, just something I was just looking at it and like, I feel like I would like belong there. So like I went through like a little tour with Gabe, right? With my mom.
Love Gabe.
Yeah, we love Gabe. And I went around and I was looking at everyone and I'm like, oh my God, they're so beautiful. They're so pretty. I like her hair dye. I like her piercings. I like her makeup. Like, oh my God, she has flawless skin. And over here like, oh my God, I'm gonna befriend everyone in here. And I'm so happy.
I love it. You're like, I can be here.
I can be here. Like, I feel like I belong here. Because like in high school, I'm like, I was like by myself. I was like, I don't like, I respect you, but I don't really feel a connection like I would usually do. And like when I got in there, I was like, I gotta get in here.
It's crazy when you're in an environment for the first time and you're like, wow, we're all
Yeah.
creative people.
Yeah.
With that, sometimes there's different personalities. It's probably the first time that you went to a school where it was different ages, right?
Yeah.
Different age groups. You could be with a 40-year-old and an 18-year-old in the same room.
Yeah.
So is that difficult to adjust to, or did you actually like that transition, feel more adult?
At first, I was so nervous because I was like, I have like no connection with anyone around my age because there was like they were like 20 and then some were like 40, 30. Some had parents. Some of them are living by themselves. Some of them have kids. Some of them are doing other responsibilities. I'm over here like I'm the baby of the group.
You are, yeah. You're on the young end.
I'm on the young end, and now my face does not help because I would be mistaken for a 12-year-old all the time.
It's flawless. It's beautiful.
It is. I love it though. But I was like, oh my God, I feel like isolated. I feel like I like, who do I go to? And then I asked my mom, like, Ma, like you have like some older people that you work with. How do you connect with them, or how do you work together? And she was like, well, like everyone is different. Like you can work together, but like give it time. Give it time. It's not gonna happen like instantly. And I'm like, okay. And then eventually, like a couple of weeks, I'm like talking to everyone slowly but surely. And then we sort of started creating a bond, like over like culture, over food, over like little things. Cause like with Liz, I connect with her with food and like the Hispanic culture. So I connect with her with that, and she's older than me, and she has kids, and I've seen her kids come into the spa, and I'm like, oh my God.
Right, and that can become your best friend. It's like life training almost, because that's how it is in the real world. You can be working with people all different ages. I love it. I've had friends that were way older than me, were my favorite work people, and then younger. I think at the school level, I meet a lot of younger people anyways. It makes me feel younger than I am, so I kind of like it. What's a typical day for you look like?
A typical day, so like in the morning, I would get up. I live like an hour away from Elgin, so I have to come over. It's worth it. It's either in Chicago or in Elgin. I'm like, I'll go with Elgin. It's
awesome.
Fine. So I get here around 8:30ish, and then I clock in. Start off my day. If I'm early, I'll just do some smart notes and do like any little thing, or like make something to post on my Instagram. I like to post like little things on my Instagram, like, oh, if you struggle with skin aging, you just use retinol, sunscreen, and vitamin C. They could help. They could really help. I told my mom that. She was like, oh my God.
I love these mom stories. I'm a mama's boy, so this is great for me to hear.
I love my mom.
Oh, that's awesome.
I love you, Mom.
Oh, yes, I love it. So here's a cool question, because you're almost done with your program, right?
Yes.
If you could go back to the beginning, what would you do differently now?
Be more confident, because that's what I struggled most when I was younger, to be more confident, because I was I was always left out. I was bullied when I was younger. I was always teased because I was just kept to myself. I just focused on my books. I was a bookworm. I just couldn't really connect with a lot of people. I had a group of friends, but like I wasn't like that popular. So I always was like, oh, I can't do this. Like, I can't do this. Like, why would I do this? What makes me think that I could do this? But then, like, seeing me right now, I'd be like, you could do it.
That's the best. Some people run away from those fears. A lot of people do.
Yeah.
But then once you conquer them and hit them head on, you work through all that anxiety, and then that's growth. And you've obviously grown a lot through this program. I could already tell. So this is the Daymaker podcast. We have some questions that we want to ask you. We're going to ask everybody these 3 questions, right? That's kind of our thing.
Okay.
So when did you realize you had the power to make somebody's day?
Like once they like get up and like start like looking at their skin, like after I do like a facial or a wax service or anything, they'll be like looking at it and be like, oh my God, I feel so beautiful. I feel great. I feel like better than I was yesterday. And I just love that because I like to make people feel good like that.
Great. The best thing in your industry is you get to work with people and they feel younger.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to feel younger. Maybe not you, but me. So do you have people like that, your clients, and they just look, like you said, they look in the mirror and they're like, oh my God, I feel younger.
My mom.
Ah!
She's my number one.
I love it. See, that's why, oh my gosh, the nano infusion treatments, I love them. I feel
Yeah.
like my face gets plump, I feel 10 years younger. It's great.
Because actually today, like after the podcast, I'm supposed to give her like a body service today.
Excellent. At the school she's coming?
Yeah, she's coming.
Perfect.
And that, what else? She even like went over the weekend to get her nails done, and her nail tech, Stephanie, she was looking at her like, girl, your skin looks amazing.
That's awesome.
And she was like, thank you. My daughter, Esty, she does it for me.
Your clients are walking billboards.
Yes,
right there. You could have just got a client because she just recommended you. That's the best way to build your clients. That's good. So how do these people feel when they go home? So how do you think, you know, what you do there, you see that smiling reaction, but do you think that carries on to their personal life?
I think it does, yes, I do. Because like when for most people, just looking at the mirror, some people would like point out their flaws, their imperfections, but I'm over here like, it's you. Why would you think that of yourself? I think you're beautiful either way, but if you want to, like, I like to say like decorating yourself, because I get a lot of piercings a lot, and I like dyed hair and all that. Like, so you're just decorating yourself. You're just making yourself look more you.
And for you too, right? You get those services. So these people make your day because you're getting your hair dyed, you're getting piercings, you come home, you look in the mirror and you feel better. I just think it's nuts, right? You wake up, you have a bad day. The next morning you look in the mirror and you're like, I look good today. And it's like, I probably look the exact same as I did yesterday.
Yeah.
But it's just all in your brain. So those services help a lot. I know I love a fresh haircut. That's my favorite for sure. So how do you think the way that you treat these people, the way that they feel, is going to help you build long-lasting relationships so you have clients for life?
Well, with that, like, I feel like, yeah, when we talk about like our skins or our hairs, I feel like throughout the conversations of what we want throughout a service, we get to like know each other and be like, oh, how was your day? Do you have kids? If not, do you have pets? If not, like there's a whole bunch of other topics we could get into, and that is like more to find out about yourself. Like for me, I love like horror movies, and I met a client who was like, oh, I love this horror movie, and I'm like, oh, what is it? It was like all like the other classic like Saws and other horror movie stuff. And my dad, he's not into horror movies, and just me and my mom would just bond over like these kinds of things. So I feel like, oh yeah, I can connect to this with another person.
I love that. It's so true. You have somebody sit, well, I'm in my chair because I do hair, and it's like, what am I going to have in common with this person? Just judging a book by the cover, right?
Yeah,
you shouldn't
like,
do it, but it's a thing for a reason.
Like just like test the bait, like, oh, do you like this?
It's true. You find that one thing. You always find that one thing. You guys are connected for life. Well, my advice to you is keep doing what you're doing. I could tell you're knowledgeable. You have great customer service, a great personality. For somebody that has been doing hair for 15 years, I obviously do a lot of work at the school. And I got clients that are like, okay, cool, so we're coming over on Saturday, Sunday, because you're still doing my hair. And it's crazy. I feel like I get paid to hang out like with my bestest friends, because these people know everything about me. I know everything about them, and like that's kind of why I do what I do too. I love it, the human connection part.
Yeah.
And yeah, so thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank
I really
you for
appreciate
inviting
it.
me.
Yes, congratulations on your last couple weeks you got going.
Thank you.
Yep, and then I'll come to Elgin, so I'll probably see you soon before you graduate.
Hopefully.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, have a great day.
You too.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.